President Biden and top administration officials are kicking off the new year with a blitz of bipartisanship. The president heads to Kentucky, where he'll meet with Senator Mitch McConnell. Vice President Kamala Harris is traveling to Chicago to highlight the administration's spending plan and how the economy benefits when both parties work together. Senior White House and political correspondent Ed O'Keefe joins us now from the White House with more on this. This sounds lovely. It sounds like those kind of New Year's resolutions that start off with a lot of gusto. So the president and the Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell, they're making a rare joint appearance today, while Vice President Kamala Harris also hits the road today, heading to Chicago, as I mentioned. What's on their agenda?
Well, essentially what's on the agenda of the White House is selling the fact that so much of that big legislation that's been passed in the last 2 years is now getting started, is now being implemented. Shovels are hitting the ground and construction plans are being put in place for some really big infrastructure projects across the country that were part of that bipartisan infrastructure bill, or new manufacturing plants for semiconductor chips and other technologies are also being planned with that CHIPS Act that was passed over the summer last year with bipartisan support. That the pandemic relief money that was put in place with bipartisan support is now doling out. And for Democrats, at least, that their big Inflation Reduction Act we spent so much time talking about over the last 2 years is starting to be realized with savings, for example, for people with Medicare and may have insulin, or others who are looking forward to seeing savings in their health savings plans. So, all of this now designed to say, look, here's what we did, here's how you're going to benefit voters. Keep that in mind as the election season begins in 24. The president was asked about this visit with Mitch McConnell today to Covington, Kentucky, where they're going to announce rebuilding of the Spence Bridge, a $2 billion span that connects Kentucky and Ohio, two interstates. This is a bridge that's existed for about 60 years. President Obama talked about rebuilding it. President Trump talked about rebuilding it. President Biden's going to show up with his buddy Chris McConnell and say, we did it, and we did it with votes from both parties. The governors of Ohio, a Republican Mike DeWine, and Democrat Andy Beshear, Kentucky, who's up for re-election in this odd-numbered year, will be there, as will Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown, a Democrat who's up for re-election next year in Ruby Red, Ohio. So even while he's there to promote work that he accomplished, the president also trying to provide some air support, some air cover to Democrats who are on the ballot in the coming years.
And so, as we know, the Senate is chugging along as to be expected and has already started the next session. Not so for the House, though, in particular House Republicans. I'm wondering if this bipartisan blitz is also, the White House sending a bit of a message to Republicans, to Congress, about the benefits of working together.
Well, not only to them, but to the American people overall. That while the House is squabbling and trying to actually organize and begin its year, the White House and at least some senators are demonstrating what happens when you work together. You get big things done that are going to benefit people. The White House had scheduled this visit to Kentucky more than a week ago, not knowing how the race for Speaker would play out. But gosh, they got to like the contrast today that the president will be in Kentucky with his longtime sparring partner, but partner nonetheless, Mitch McConnell, demonstrating what happens when the two parties work together, while Republicans, as Scott was just telling us, are still trying to sort of what the heck to do over in the House. It also, sort of keeps the president out of the fray here in Washington. Aides here have said they are keeping their powder dry. They will have nothing to say publicly. They are not in any way engaging with members of the House on what's going on over there, allowing them to do their job and staying out of it, saying that whoever emerges as the Speaker is somebody that the president will work with, but otherwise they want nothing to do with the mess up the street.
I can imagine. Ed O'Keefe, thank you very much.
Take care.